Yeah.
Ugh.
Beautiful.
If any series would do that, by the I guess we should start for the VOD. 100 Girlfriends
Yep.
live stream
And
edition,
girlfriends.
guys. We're here. So right now we're currently streaming. This
Mhm.
this will be uploaded as a VOD for the non-streamy normies, for people that are doing things
Yeah.
like in real life with real friends on Christmas Eve. Yeah. So we're streaming here. After this, we're talking about what gifts we would get for the girls. So if you are
Yep.
curious about that, it will be in our live tab, and I think it's going to be pretty fire. We're also going to get drunk, at least tipsy.
Yeah. Yeah. When whoever has the worst gift as determined by chat will have to take a shot of the drinks we're drinking. For me, I'm drinking a Rancho La Gloria margarita in red. You're drinking.
Oh, I gotta show you here. I'll take a picture right now. So I got some strong shit. I mean, well, it could be stronger, but it's stronger than what Ryo says.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna send you a picture, and so I can show chat. So I have
Mhm.
two things. I have something I'm gonna take shots of, and then I have like a Cayman Jack's Cuban mojito, the gayest
Oh.
of drinks, for the chaser. So here, and it's 35%. So
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Mine is just 14%. And my chaser is water because that's the kind of person I am.
you got to get some juice or something, my guy.
I mean, I got four. Okay, I have 4 bottles of this stuff. So like, I'll just go through it.
All right, for stream, here
Yeah.
it is. 70 proof, 35% alcohol. I'm gonna try to take at least maybe like a quarter or a half shot every, because we do have 31 of these, so I
Yes.
could die if if my gifts are real shit. You guys could kill me. I think this is very important to note. I have a little stream buddy today. It wouldn't be 100 Girlfriends stream without her by my side. I have Karine here today in the building.
Yeah. Lucky bastard.
There she is. She's there, looking at my gigantic shot glass that's the size of her body.
Like, it's not like I want to take a sip of it either or something.
Dude, I know they did that chapter where they got drunk. We need that again. I need to go back.
Yeah,
And
that is
remember.
non-alcoholic.
They were drunk, quote unquote.
Yeah, they were non-alcoholic drunk. It's like
Yes.
totally different. Like I remember that wasn't that where they had that whole like no can do thing, and it was like they went
Yeah.
hard trying to find a loophole to like
And that
be
came
allowed to
back
drink.
in this chapter, Mr.
Yep.
Executive Man. But yes, let's be honest, that whole chapter was just like, you're supposed to headcanon that they actually are drinking alcohol. Everything else was just for the censors. Who among us hasn't drank alcohol underage? Probably me
Yeah.
and Rios, because we're good boys.
Yeah, I mean I sipped some, but yeah, I never really. I think I was gonna say in my high school, like after party after we went to the prom or whatever, we did drink a little bit. I was already like 18 by then. Or no, actually no, sorry, I forget. Yeah, because you have to be 21 to drink legally. But so yes, I did drink a little, and that was the first time I had to deal with alcohol piss. That was terrible because I had my friend drive me back home, and I thought I had gotten it out because I'd used the bathroom before we left, but because of the whole direct properties of alcohol, my bladder filled up like
So
immediately.
you're like in the car having to piss?
Yes. I pulled up the phone and the map app on my phone. I was just watching the
The minutes?
little thing. Yeah, I was watching the little icon just slowly move towards the house. It was like that was the toughest 20 minutes of my life. Like I had to do like total concentration piss holding. It was like
Breathe in, breathe
yes.
out.
I've never concentrated that hard in my life. It was like
Oh man.
I could not let a single thought distract me. I would
Or a single droplet exit.
Yes.
Exit.
I would have ruined my friend's backseat. It was rough.
Oh my god. Wow.
Anyway, where were we?
Rios coming out of the stupor. So this fucking color page, man. You can't help but admire it.
Really.
This is exactly what I was hoping for, by the way. Like, it's been a while since we've had a color page with like all the girls.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking at it, like so much going on. It's beautiful.
I really like, okay, Rue, my buddy Rue that I did that tier list with, his favorite is Akko. So every time I one of these comes out, I'm looking at everyone's favorite. Akko is really drawn like a little like Gumby noodle person here. All the rest of them have like fucking Moses. Akko's just like, bleh!
Good lord, look at Yamame's bust. Like, that girl is like about to burst out of her top. Is like damn.
You're gonna have to. Oh, Yumame, that's the country girl, right? Tall country. Yes. Yeah, oh, excellent.
Right above her. Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because there's a part in this chapter where wowza,
Well, yeah,
you know the one. They really returned to their we've talked kind of about how like this series, it started out very dojin and then it
yeah,
kind of vanillaed
very
it a
etchy.
little bit. Yes, etchy. You know, like for example, we haven't seen the butt mole in a while.
Hmm.
But like there's a panel in this one, and probably because the whole point is it's like returning to old,
Yeah.
where like wow. Yeah, let me find all my favorites here. Where my girl Uto at? Let me see what she's up to. Where is she?
Now,
Where is
one
she?
thing that I have a
Oh,
question,
she's
like,
oh
it
yeah,
looks,
Uto. Real quick, Uto with the umbrella,
mhm,
very cute,
yeah,
very
very
serene,
cute.
very demure.
Now, one thing I'm wondering is, what are they doing here? Because like, it looks like they're having like a water fight at a beach, but then you see some people like Nemu over in the bottom right corner. He's got like a paintbrush. Where you have like Mimi up at the top with like a quill feather pen. Like,
It's kind of giving Splatoon energy.
oh, maybe, yeah, actually,
You
that
know,
kind of,
because other than the quill feather pen, right? The buckets, Splatoon
yeah.
weapon. The umbrellas, Splatoon weapon.
Hmm.
The guns,
Sue has
Splatoon.
he has a broom,
Which could be
and
like a brush, Splatoon weapon.
yeah. Oh my
Honestly,
god, maybe it's Splatoon. I guess
Splatoon reference. Is this a
the
Splatoon?
100 squids that really, 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 really,
Oh,
really love you. You know, they really,
dude.
really, really ink you. Like,
I love it. I love it. Yeah, they're all very cute, man. I
mhm.
and you're getting a lot of feet too. You know, no, the feet fans are not left behind.
Oh my god, yep.
All right, we
Yeah,
should moving on.
yeah, yeah.
So
All right.
instantly we
Now my
have.
notes.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I got nothing just yet. Oh wait,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
yeah, I got like I got like Matsuri over here. Like he's doing better than Sue. He's doing
Yes,
better than the Sue. Everything is a festival. This girl, like, he'd take it. He'd be like, "Is this a festival?" It's
I'm
like,
glad you brought that up because you know I've mentioned my issues with Sue before, feeling very one note for this series, but I do kind of feel the same way about the Brit here. I've mentioned before she desperately needs more character. I mean she is in need of a solo chapter because I
and she
remember
has a lot of potential for it too. But
absolutely yeah, but it feels to me almost like you know how is it Ira? I don't want to pronounce her
mhm.
name wrong. The
Yeah,
Brazilian,
Aero, yeah.
yeah, Ira. Like she's Brazilian, but it's not like that's not her character at all. It's not even like remotely her character. It's just like a fact about her. You
Yeah.
have the fucking kickboxing thing, and you have the fear of kicking things that she metaphysically. That's you know what her being
Such
Brazilian.
as a portal in the space
Yes,
time
I
thing
was
being
so
sucked
happy
into.
when I looked up and she's all scared. Oh my god, fourth wall
Poor
fucking
thing.
tearing dimensions. I can't kick that. But no, but like it feels like Matsuri is it feels like the author thinks that like her being British is one of her two character
Oh
traits.
my! I mean,
What do you
maybe he
mean
does.
she's not multifaceted? She's British and she likes festivals.
Yeah, he's half British. Like that's already crazy enough.
I guess the British Lalita thing, that's pretty interesting,
Yeah.
I guess. But I guess a lot of her character feels surface level. It's like her appearance, her nationality. Like I
Mm.
really want to get to know who she is besides being obsessed with festivals. She's in desperate need of like another layer. Like
Yeah.
the best girls in this series are like Rin, who like you can imagine her living this double life. She has this like secret love of violence, but she's also like she's going to like fucking shows and like playing violin and like
Violent,
impressing
yeah.
her rich, probably like rich fancy parents and shit. You know what I mean? Probably not as rich
Mhm.
as Hari, obviously. I'm
Oh my
getting
god,
like
yeah.
upper middle class from Rin's
Yeah,
parents.
but we in the whole spread of socioeconomic classes here, and like the
Ranking the
middle
girlfriends by
wealthy.
how rich they are.
Oh my lord.
Who's the poorest? No, it's the ethics teacher.
Yes. Like not a penny to her name, that woman. Like,
Oh, God bless her. Truly a Christ-like individual she is.
okay.
So, yeah, he shows up and Mario Party,
Yep.
fucking Mario Party.
Like great. You have 31 people. That's a decent sized party, I guess. Like,
Dude, this is such a good chapter. I mean, it reminds me of like he does these types of chapters a lot, where it's like let's just give the people what they want and find some convoluted way to do it. So I mean, we get babies that haven't been babied before. We
yeah,
get tsuderes. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was like, that's cheating, Nemu. You're not supposed to have your baby form until like 2 or 3 years from now.
That's actually so fucked up that we got her baby
Yeah.
form, but not like fucking. Have we seen? No, we've seen Tama as a baby. Who haven't we seen as a
Yeah.
baby in a while? I guess we
Yeah,
haven't
'cause
seen like the
it's
author.
it's like every
2 years.
10 girlfriends. So every 10 girlfriends. So we saw everyone from girlfriend like 11 to to
I know we saw
30.
Tama as a baby.
Yeah, it was all. Let's see.
Have we
Let's see
seen
if I
the
can
author
find,
as a baby?
maybe. Let's see if I can find. Oh damn! I don't know.
This is okay. This is a good time to check on chat while you're looking. Chat, do you guys know who we've all seen as babies? Who up to who? Okay. 6:40 review starts. Hello, Tuesday. Sorry for misgendering you. Oh, hey, Tuesday's in the chat.
Yeah.
Tuesday is not a woman.
Yeah.
Let's see. I shall be here as long as I possibly can. Thank you, Shadow Strike. One of the best color pages of the series. Facts. I'm actually thinking about making it my cover photo on Twitter. You have to rub it in with the Karane figure. Rub what in? What was I? What do you mean? I'll rub one out with the Karane. I'll rub one out with the Karane figure. Let's
was
go.
Gonna be like the jar, the infamous jar.
Into the jar with her. It's not like I want to get out of this jar or anything. Okay. Let's see. I don't drink alcohol. Let's kiss Rentaro 300 times. Yeah, probably. I see what you mean with Matsuri needing development. I like her a bunch, but she for sure needs more. Yeah, she's in desperate need. I saw a Reddit post where it was like ranking the girls by how badly they need a solo date chapter, and she was like all the way at the top.
Damn.
All right. When we get girlfriend 35. Okay, Luke's saying girlfriend 35 would be the next baby chapter.
Okay. So actually, we're pretty close then. It was
Tama was the newest. Tama was the newest girlfriend for the last baby chapter.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. We have like Momoha over here, Himika, Uto, Akko, Matsuri, Rin, Tsu, Mai. So, yeah, all.
Dude, Saki as a baby is gonna be so funny. She's gonna be mad. She's gonna be so fucking mad that she's a baby.
Yep. Like, well, he's like, I'm the youngest baby, so that means I have seniority in terms of reverse seniority.
She's gonna be like, she came out the womb fucking pissed being a baby.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm ready to file my taxes now.
Yeah, she has a rough life ahead of her. You can't be the best of everything. Like you gotta be middle of some things, and she can't accept that.
I'm gonna crack open my Cayman Jack's mojito. Sponsor, not really.
We're getting crunk already. Like we're pre-gaming before.
I'm pre-gaming. This thing is like it's 5%. This is like a thing to maintain the drunk. It's mostly because I'm thirsty. Yeah. Also, I know it's one of those things where we don't know who says it because it's like the whole group. But anytime there's like this "what the fuck" kind of comment, yeah. I'm hearing it as Karane. Like, you're confusing regular ass parties with Mario Party. Yeah, she also mentions that this is a lot more like Jumanji down there as well, which I love that reference.
Yeah, love it. I love that movie as a kid.
Me too.
Like, such a nice blend of like horror,
surreal horror fantasy, and like a lesson. Yeah. So anyway, this concept, really cool concept. Like every chapter or every space represents a chapter, and then that something happens based off of that chapter. I mean, this whenever this concept is done, we could think about this for years. We could be like, what if they landed on this chapter? What would have happened? You know, like,
and what if a different girlfriend had landed on that chapter? You know, like, there's so many. The permutations are like endless, and we're only seeing these teeny little subsets of that infinite possibility.
In a way, to get deep, this whole chapter is like a microcosm of what makes this series so beautiful. Yeah, right. It's like you said, the infinite possibilities, and it never gets old. I mean, like, I think we've, like, a perfect example is, I think we've already moved past this in chapters, but like, what if they landed on the hair apocalypse?
Oh God. They would. that would end this little party real quickly. Like,
yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh my lord.
Okay, so scrolling. Oh yeah, I do like that they're like, if you can't do it, then this chapter will be like real awkward and not very cool for 200. And they're like, oh, okay, you're not gonna like punish us or anything. Oh, that's nice.
Because it's so ordinary, that means it's probably gonna happen. But knowing them, they're setting us up. They're setting up to think it's gonna be end in a boring manner. But
someone's got to do the math, right? Like, what's the lowest each girl could roll and still make it? Because they have 31 rolls or 32, I guess, including Rentaro. Yeah. So, and they need to get to 200. So if each girl rolled 10, that'd be 320, right?
Yeah.
So they do have to roll kind of on the higher side, like in terms of like the averages, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Alexa, 32 times 5.
32 times 5 is 160.
Right, so if they each rolled a 5,
God,
it would only be 160. Yeah.
They're really. Oh, they probably are. Unless this cube has like a 50 on it or something.
I think it actually is based off of the Mario Party cube, so I think it's a 1 through 10.
The weird.
Have you played Mario Party?
Like once. Like I've seen more people play it than I played it myself. But
Gotcha.
I get the general theory of the game. I don't know if that's right.
Game theory. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've dawdled enough. It's time to talk about fucking legal Chiyo.
Yep.
Holy
18,
shit.
You say. 18, you say. Don't mind if I do.
Dude, insane. It's like a glimpse into a parallel world where this author didn't torture me.
Oh my god, yes, really. I would not mind it so much if Rentaro's first cousin was 18 years old, was like
gorgeous.
3 years older than him, rather than like 3 or 4 years younger than him.
She's so gorgeous. Yeah. It would be an easier pill to swallow if it was okay. I'm your cousin, but I'm very legal. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like actually, it's weird for me to be dating you because I'm 18 and you're 16 or whatever. So like,
it's facts. Oh, wow. She's gorgeous. Like genuinely, like wow. I'm like kind of smitten on God.
It's like Nakamura, but give her like the opposite version of the Yaku drug, where she's permanently 18 years old or some shit.
That would be, dude. What if this won't happen, but anything could happen in this series. What if she's like, wait, I kind of liked that, and then she like goes over to Kusuri and she's like, can you like
oh my God.
age it? Because think about it, she has like the reverse problem of Hahari, where she probably feels mentally older than she actually is because of how much responsibility she has taken on and the trauma. I could see her just being like, I'm sick of being a fucking kid. I don't need to go through the rest of school. I'm smarter than all my fucking fellow students anyway. Just fucking jump me to 18.
Yeah.
It won't happen.
To be fair, the people who think that are often the most in need of actually going
a childhood.
through.
Facts. Yes. Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that too for the gifts, and we'll talk about this when we get to the gifts. But like, I had this like challenge with when I was getting the gifts, where I was like, do I enable their vices or do I try to help them?
Same here.
And like, it's tough because it's Christmas. It's like you enjoy your vices, but I also want to help you a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, so La Slurp, finally, this is the one and only moment, boys. Lock in. This is the one and only moment where we can go awooga, bark, bark, bark for Chiyo. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, everyone get your, like you said, get your awoogas in. Get your slurps in.
Awooga. Okay. So, yeah, and Rentaro dies a little, which, me too. Okay, then we have an honored 2.
Oh my god.
An honored 2.
Yep.
Kiss Zombie May. Or May or Mai.
Kiss Zombie May is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifyingly hot. Like,
oh, damn. Wait, hold on. Rios, did you find something? You like?
Well, I mean, I already think May is, he's a fine woman.
He's the one that's into maids. I forgot.
Well, I'm not. It's not being into maid. It's more like being into uniforms and maid uniforms are just a subset among them. I mean, Makima in her pantsuit and whatever, he can get it all day long.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I agree with you, right? Like, it's hotness 101. You take a character who normally acts one way, and then you see a side of them you never see, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, it's like she's so reserved, so restrained, and here we are, like, maximum, like, I would say maximum horny, but we get that later with Tama.
Yes.
I was fucking horny. Convulsing with that. But
he was sympathetic. He went into it. Red.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason I blast a nut out before I read these chapters. Not even kidding. Not always, but if I have the time. Because sometimes I read it and my heart hurts for how cute they are. I'm like, I yearn.
My heart boner is causing a physical boner or whatever.
I become fucking Count Frollo when I read these. I'm like, hellfire!
Oh my lord!
I can't restrain my love. But yes, this is great. But what's better is the plot twist that comes later.
Yeah, really. Like,
We'll get to. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, we'll allow pacing wise, we gotta pace it.
It's so hard. It's so hard to go in sequential order.
Yeah.
Okay, but I will say it's important to mention that, like, we have this whole, like, she's trying to hold herself back. And
Yeah.
we have talked about this. This fucking character development for Rentaro. Okay, we mentioned it in, like, the last chapter where it's like, oh, he's, like, a lot more comfortable fucking, like, kissing. And there was that one where, Momoha was strip pokering with him and, like, her tits were just out and he's just, like, chill about it. And it's like, oh my God, Rentaro, you're being, like, a real boyfriend now. You're, like, not about, like, nudity. And I'm so happy that this is, like, what I've wanted Rentaro to be for years, where he's just like, girl, be more selfish. You're my girlfriend. We can kiss. It's like, yes.
He had to grow into this. It wouldn't have been
You're right.
as fulfilling if we hadn't been edged for like 3 years, like 3,
Absolutely.
4 hours.
You're 100% right, and I am totally with you on that. I totally agree. And I'm so happy that, cause yeah, this isn't me saying, oh, the beginning chapters were wasted. I'm saying, like, I'm just happy we made it here, because like, compare this to like Komi, where it's been running for like 10 years and they're just now fucking like kissing basically.
Yeah, that's a real what do they call it? A Heisei era romance. Yeah, because there's this joke that, because you know how in Japan they have like they have the Gregorian calendar that everyone else uses, but they also have their own specific Japanese calendar. Like every emperor that steps down they start a new calendar every time.
Oh.
So like the last era was the Heisei era, and now like in 2018, whenever we went to the new emperor, the Reiwa era, and it's been said that when the Reiwa era started, romances started changing, like they became more, people, they would progress faster, so
more
people
promiscuous.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So people will say like this is a real Heisei era romance versus this is a real Reiwa era romance. I think One of Girlfriends is considered like within that framework.
You see
One
that,
of Girlfriends
guys?
is like
Do you see what just happened?
quintessential.
Do you see what just happened right there? That's the Ryo special right there.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Thurman could never. Vex could never. That's what
Damn.
you get. Oh, it's true. They're fine.
I'm a learned individual, I must admit.
Yeah.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
I'm like fucking so into learned individuals. I'm not even gonna. Smartness is so hot. I'll be real.
I mean, I can agree. Yeah, from. So it's harder for me because I'm so smart, so most people don't meet my standard.
Oh God, am I smart enough for you, Rios?
I mean, like I said, I care more about competence than just generic smartness. So being good at anything is enough for me to get
good
the
at
juice
podcasting.
flowing. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Where were we? We were.
Gooping
Oh yeah,
right
we're getting Hahari.
It's time.
Getting
Holy fuck.
a return of I mean, like almost like Makima Hari. Like I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, no. I mean, the more important thing to do is to talk about her boobs in this panel.
Yeah, good lord. It's like he's been restraining them in her her school uniform, not school uniform, her principal uniform.
She wishes she had a school uniform.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking, this is actually one of my favorites here. So this is extra cool for me because in my never-ending quest to change the whole world into 100 Girlfriends fans, I did recently. So, and what I love about this too is I've tried to get people into 100 or One Piece. I've tried to get people into Fire Force, with varying success. Every single person I have shown even one episode of 100 Girlfriends to, they're like, I'm in instantly.
Crazy.
Yeah, it really is. People that I wouldn't expect to be as well. So I had Dylan over recently. I don't remember if I've told you this story or not, and if I haven't, oh boy, will this come as a surprise to you.
All right.
He's the guy that jacked me off in middle school.
He's an old flame, I see. Yeah.
Okay, you haven't heard this story. It's been told on Chainsaw Man before. Yeah, no, it was like we were both in middle school, and it was just, how like when you're young, at least I have heard that this has happened with other people. When you're young, you just kind of experiment. You know what I mean? And what it was at the time was I had told him that I had never had an orgasm before. It was just late middle school, like 1 year until I went to high school. And he was like, you've never had an orgasm before, bro? And then it was the gayest shit. And it's so funny that for years I was like, am I bisexual? And then I looked back and I was like, literally my first sexual experience was at the hands of a guy. Oh, yeah. So yeah.
I mean, yeah,
there.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not making you uncomfortable.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's like yeah, back then I could never. I was still knee deep in my hermit. Like it just started. It was like a year or two into it. So
I was in an
that would never.
interesting. I was in a really interesting place back then because like I was so autistic that I didn't even think about like I just didn't have that natural curiosity that other kids had. Like I had never looked at porn. I didn't even care about sex. I'm convinced that if he didn't do that, I don't know if I would have gone through puberty because like
You would have been asexual, not bisexual.
Maybe because like it's so weird. Like again, TMI, I guess. But what are you here for? Fucking. That happened. When that happened, I was still hairless. He jacked me off. I nutted, my first nut ever, and a month
hair on your
later,
palms?
I got hair, body hair
On your palms?
Because
you know, you're the old,
yeah,
yoga.
yes, no, that'd be funny though. Yeah, the demons. No, yeah, that's God punishing me for being gay, I guess. No, I just like a month later, I got fucking like chest hair and pubic hair and shit. And it was like puberty was at the door, waiting to come through, but I just had to jack off once to activate it.
I mean, maybe like I do think ejaculating does stimulate testosterone production. So I mean,
Absolutely.
you know. Certainly, if you're just teetering, that probably would have just sent you flying over the edge. You know.
All that to say, I had Dylan over, and I showed him 100 Girlfriends, and he even told me like, okay, when you were explaining it to me, I did expect it to be cringe, but this is fucking awesome.
I mean, yeah.
So we binged the entire anime in one night. We stayed up till like 5 a.m.
Damn.
He loves it. And he's down to like read it with me. So this will give me my second read through of the manga, which is going to be really good for me for like remembering the finer details. And he's already told me once he's caught up, that's another tier list for us to do, baby.
Oh my, we're gonna be the fucking tier list capital of the 100 Girlfriends universe.
We're just working through all my friends, yeah. And then whenever Allie catches up, we'll have her tier list. Ooh, a woman, that'll be interesting. A woman tier list of the 100 Girlfriends. I like.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen. Like, I've seen plenty of tier lists from other content creators. I don't think I've seen a woman do a tier list of this series yet.
We're gonna fucking we've cornered the market on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna be getting some actual women in this sausage fest over here.
Exactly. Here's open. So anyway, what I like about this, her reverting back to chapter 20,
final boss.
Yeah, she's like back when she was the final boss. But what I like about this is that it really is like they've reverted her mentality to like right before he walked into that room. You know what I mean? And I like that it's not like this is not an instant change. In fact, she's like staying like this longer than she did in the actual canon of the story. Because it felt like in the canon of the story that she like almost instantly was like and like she was chill.
Yeah, I think it was because he just zinged with him right then and there. So that probably like.
And then her daughter attempted suicide, and that was pretty frightening. I forgot the whole reason I brought up Dylan. It's because I just rewatched this, so this is like all this like early shit so fresh in my mind. So like this is like really cool to see. So her, I also really like. It actually made me emotional. Fucking Shizuka being like, so much sand has run through the hourglass since, and then Kurumi pointing out that the seasons don't change, which I imagine Slice of Life Gaming podcast
that
is
poor
like,
man.
Oh
god.
But yeah, her being able to be like, he's 31 timing now, excellent, so good.
And I like how like we can see over the course of the chapter that she's got like she's looking at like
Rentaro cute though.
Sucking on May's living like. And they're near the end of the chapter where Momiji, he's swimming in the Hanazono sea of tits or whatever. He's trying to be like daughter, stop being so disgraceful, but in the back of her mind she's like, but Momiji was on my boots first, okay? Don't be stepping in my territory, like this girl is mine now.
I do really like that. Like there's something again, normies will never understand, okay? But there's something kind of wholesome about a daughter and a mother being able to be sexually liberated and free together.
I mean, yeah. If only we all could shed our cultural baggage around sexuality, or the world will be one step closer to the Rentaro family cult.
Yeah. No. Have you ever? I may have discussed this before, but it really had an impact on me as a kid. there was this a short story that they had us read in school called, I think it was called The Ones Who Walk Away from Omaha's. Does that sound familiar to you?
Never heard of it.
Let me
While you explain
make
how,
sure that that's real.
like, you had what do they call
Oma
like
Loss? Oma, is this the one?
a Mandela
Yeah,
effect?
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Or like you trying to make sure you didn't have a Mandela effect or something where it's like Bernstein
Yeah.
Bears or whatever, like I am your father or
I
whatever.
could be, okay, I think that's it. But I'm just going to explain the vibe, okay? So in that story, they open up and it's like a perfect ideal society. Like it's like literally everything's perfect. It's talking about how we never run out of food. You know, the weather's always perfect. Everyone's happy. Everyone gets along. It's like a perfect community. Literally just perfect in every way. It's like some Garden of Eden shit. But the one basically it's all a thought experiment because so basically someone in the town finds out, or actually no, I think it's like a tradition that like once you turn 18 they show you the reason that everything's perfect, and the reason that everything's perfect is there's one kid that they have to lock up in a room and torture, and like they literally like
Yeah.
it like explains that they like live in their own shit. Like they're literally like just in like a shit pen, and they feed them.
I've definitely heard of this story. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was from Ursula K. Gwynn. Because she's the woman who wrote The Handmaid's Tale as well.
Oh wow, okay.
She's like a famous sci-fi and like speculative fiction writer.
I love shit like that. Yeah, I love fiction with a story, not a story to tell, like a message or a lesson.
Yeah, like social commentary kind of thing. Yeah.
So. Yeah, so the idea is like, is that morally okay? You know, it's basically like, are you a utilitarian, or are you and what's the line there? And like, because
I mean, we make jokes about this sort of thing where you say shit like, you know, your Chinese slave labor phone, or like I mean, we kind of already live in that world. It's just not as is often the case, it's not as exaggerated as fiction.
Yeah, this stream that that's giving me happiness in life. I'm doing it on a computer that was probably made by like a fucking dude making like 2 fucking cents a day. Yeah. But all that to say, the reason I bring up that story is one of the things that is explained when they're explaining like how perfect this society is. This really stuck with me as a kid when I read this, because as a kid, this was like pre me being into sex, so I didn't really get it. But it explained that there are orgies on the streets, just like casually. And I think a lot of people are just, especially like Gen Z, I find they're just super like, they're not very sex positive. They're very sex negative, very like, ew, icky. And if you're asexual, it's a whole other thing. Obviously, that's whatever. Yeah. But like, my idea, the older I get, the more I'm like, man, like I think it's just, people should just be chill about sex. I think in a world where like STDs and like sexual transmitted diseases didn't exist, I think like if sex were as common and casual as like a handshake, that'd be kind of chill, actually. Oh yeah,
we'd be like the bonobos rather than the chimpanzees.
Yeah, be like I don't mean like do it out in public, but like you meet a girl, like you're out bowling.
Like everyone's a friend. All your friends are friends with benefits, kind of thing.
Yes, bro, that's
peak.
Thing. That'd be so peak. And like not even just because I want to get my nut off, but like that'd be just like, oh man, like think how much closer we'd all be, and like we wouldn't be like so nervous about our bodies, and like because we'd all have seen each other all naked and at our most vulnerable. I like that idea. It's idyllic, obviously. I don't think it's like likely to happen or be, you know, even work very well if we tried to do it, but like I do. So anyway, I bring that up. That's all to say. That's my defense of this. Like, oh, I kind of like that. You know, mother and daughter can be horny together. I'm not saying they should fuck.
In this essay, I will describe why
mother and daughter should fuck right now in front of me while I film it.
Oh my lord.
No, but I mean, like, I live this is about to be a fucking AO as fuck. Okay, you're gonna go AO for a second, but you gotta fucking pause. Let me
all right.
So I live this value a touch in my own life, not by fucking my mother, but I'm very like open about sexual jokes and talking about sex with my mother, because I genuinely think that that's healthy. So like I will bring up like like, what were you doing? Oh, well, I had sex with Al yesterday. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And like, I think that that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, and like,
yeah.
randomly I'll ask my mom too, like, because I was curious a couple days ago. I was like, do you and Dad still have sex? You know, and like, of course, she's always like awkward about it, but I always squeeze that answer out of her because I just want to know. I'm like, you guys are old. Oh man, oh my god. Yeah. No, you know, I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I don't go that far in my life personally, but I mean, I did, you know, when I was living, when my family were living in a small, like, prefab home, you know, I would be drawing my porn stuff in, like, the main living space, because there was only, that was all we had. Like, it was just our 3 bedrooms and then the main living space. I'm just drawing my porn while my brother was sitting on the counter eating lunch or eating dinner or whatever. I was like, yeah, you know, just...
To get mega deep right now, that's one of the reasons why I think I respect you so much, Rios, because you're living that value that I agree with. That I think that, like, I really like your Twitter header of like trying to prove that you can be lewd without being crude or whatever.
Yeah,
I love that. It's just, to me, it's just like the love of the human body. It's fucking beautiful. It's gorgeous. Let's see it more often. Free the tit and the dick and the asshole. Free it all.
Yeah, everything.
Just don't be shitting on the street, okay? Your asshole has to be. If we're fucking moving into a free the tit dick asshole society, everyone has to be clean and wear deodorant. I swear to God.
Well, what about the scent kink people, huh?
Well,
they're
gonna have to have their own like beaches, okay? You know how like we have nudist beaches now.
Nudist beach.
When everyone is nudist, then those nudist beaches are turned into scent weird alpha.
When everyone is naked, then no one will be naked or whatever.
Oh my God, syndrome.
Yes.
Wow.
Nudity is a state of dress, you know, as we all...
I suppose we should check the chat real quick.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
All right, guys, it's chat time. Ba-booby boo-ba ba-ba-hoo. Ha-da-da-da. All right. Oh, wow, thank you, guys. You actually didn't, like, destroy me with a trillion things. Although, I love it. The speech... Okay. The speech bubble about confusing board games was pointed towards Carne. Oh, cool. I didn't, like, zoom in. I just that's good to know. I love my girl.
He knows his girl so well, you know.
Thank you.
You can tell just by...
It's true. Any more dialogue for her English dub actress to say, because I don't care what anyone says. Love it. Love that English dub actress. This chapter is basically made for Red to give your brain a rest from thinking when something happened. No, dude, I don't know if you're talking about Rios. He'll think no matter what. You can't stop him from thinking.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm good at, like, you know, when I go to sleep, I know how to, like, you know, let my brain relax so I can sleep. But, you know, normally I choose to let it go. But I know how to meditate.
Tease Day came in with the math. God bless. 6.25 on average. That's actually a bit of challenge.
They're gonna roll a 60. They're gonna roll a 60.5. Like, no way. Like, don't put it past these people. They would do that.
It's gonna be somehow the last roll is gonna be like a space and a half, and they'll get that. How does that work? I guess they could count the volume extras as like chapters. Let's see. It would be cool if it were adapted to a real 100 Girlfriends video game. I don't even know how you do that, dude. 100 Girlfriends visual novel would go hard.
Okay, yeah, visual, that'd be crazy. But I mean, I think you could make like you could make a video game like a Mario Party style video game out of this, and it'd just be a lot of.
I'll tell you what we need: 100 Girlfriends Monopoly.
Oh my lord! Yeah.
And like every single space. Wait, how many? I need this now. How many spaces are on a Monopoly board? I'm gonna ask Alexa. How many spaces are on a Monopoly board? If it's 31, I'm gonna shit myself.
Wikipedia.org. On the Monopoly board are 40 spaces.
40 spaces.
Ooh, 40.
Okay.
All right.
That's perfect because I feel like probably 31 of those are things you can buy, and then there's like the chance cards and shit. Someone get on that now, right now. There's no time to lose. Make 100 Girlfriends.
Killing.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it and sell.
We're gonna be. Oh my god, we're gonna become the 100 girl. We're gonna become the ultimate 100 girlfriend content purveyor.
I'm gonna make my living off of shilling Temu merch for this series.
We really have to. We just become married. We become like the cult ambassadors. We're just trying to convert the whole world or whatever.
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Time skip Chiyo. Enjoy it while it lasts, Red, because you won't be seeing her for the next 15 years at this rate. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. You're probably right. So you want Chiyo to do reverse Peter Pan? Yes. Rentaro and Hahari would probably convince her to live through her childhood again.
Yeah, especially Hahari. She'd be like, "Don't be me. Don't become like me."
That's a good point. Yeah, that'd be interesting actually. Rios is a closet maid lover. He's in stage 1 denial. He's not even.
I am not in denial. I deny that.
I deny that I'm in denial. Okay, the problem with drinking this alcohol is it's giving me that mucusy throat.
Yeah.
Okay. Japan has this obsession of romance manga where once they're together, the series is over. Right? Right?
Not even Japan. That's just romance stories in general. Like, show us a damn,
Yes.
relationship after. Like, that's what I was trying to do with my date life fanfic. Like, the whole thing is like, what do you do, in the happily ever after? Like, how do you, like, how do you live the everydayness of the happy, because like in the real world, there's no happily ever after. Like, once you kiss the person or get in a relationship,
begin the relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, you begin the rest of your life, and like that's interesting. Like
that's what's so cool about this series. It's chapter 1. He's in a relation. He's in 2 relationships.
I mean, this whole story,
Yeah.
all 100 Girlfriends is just the repeating that after. Like, how do I phrase this? Like, you're getting to see that after the get together, like after the Willy Wonderland 100 different times, and you get to actually see the progression 100 different times, and it's like, I mean, it's really, that's kind of why a lot of people consider it like the fucking romance story, like the romance story of romance stories.
That's why I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, it's everything that I want from a romance story. This person has cracked the fucking formula.
Yeah. I think Nakamura himself said that they're kind of tired of seeing stories where as soon as they get together, that's the end, as if there's nothing that happens after people, get together in a relationship.
Exactly. Like this is the manga about like the day-to-day life afterwards. All right, we are almost caught up with the chat here. What do you do with 100 Girlfriends Read? What you do, I do with Dr. Stone. Everyone I've binged the series with loves it. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, no, I do like Dr. Stone. I gotta finish it eventually. I'm probably gonna finish it through the anime. I don't know if this new season is coming up as like the final one or not. Red achieved his gear 5th, Joy Boy Devil Fruit Awakening through jacking off. Wow. I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, kind of. If I didn't get jacked off by that man, that makes it sound like I was like assaulted. That man,
but that peer, that might equal
my peer of equal age in 2008. That was the year, by the way, because we were playing Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3 in my mom's basement, and then he jerked me off.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, so no, genuinely, like I don't know if I'd be able to enjoy this series because, like, let's be real. There's an element of this series that's like awooga, right? That it's the combination of awooga and like being a true woman enjoyer. So like, if I didn't have the awooga, I don't know if I'd be reading this 200 chapter long harem series. So I'm glad I got it.
It's too salacious. I have you faint in your fainting chair with your hand on your forehead, like
with the vapors. Yes. There was a point I remember before because later in my life I got into Soul Eater, but I remember I went into a Barnes and Noble and I picked up Soul Eater and I opened up because like the cover looked cool to me. I was like, oh, interesting, and I picked it up and I opened it up and the first page I got to was Blair in the bath with her titties just out, and I remember Lord. I was like, ugh. Gross. I used to be like that too much fan service guy. I remember. So I've luckily blossomed. I've bloomed.
Full blown pervert.
Yes. Tuesday has got a comment here for us, and I always love their comments because they're actually informative. It wasn't until wait, hold on. That's not like I was shitting on the other comments. Yeah, Tuesday like works on the chapter. Okay.
He's birthing the English version of this thing into the world for us. Like he's like. Him and his team are, they are invaluable for. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for these guys.
I don't know if you were in here Tuesday when I mentioned this earlier, but like I think that you should be made the 99th girlfriend, despite the fact that you're a man. I think Rentaro should be like, hey, or you know what? Her name Yamame. Yamame should be like the fan translators are living creatures too, even though it's illegal, but they're living creatures too. Yeah.
Oh my lord. Yeah, that'd be her.
Yeah, no. If any manga would like, in the story itself, appreciate the fan scanlation, it would be this manga. Again, this won't really happen, but that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Let's see. That I noticed. Oh God, it wasn't until proofreading this chapter that I noticed that the Rios help me here.
The furigana is
Thank
like,
you.
like they have like when they have like the kanji in a text, sometimes they'll put on like, because you know how kanji is like it represents like like the letter, like it's not like a letter in Japanese. It's more like a symbol, but then you can read. It's kind of hard to explain. It's basically the reading of the how you're supposed to read the kanji above the kanji.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. So it should have
Yeah,
been
usually
his or her or their names instead of what is it actually your name or what is it? What is it actually called in here? Wait, what chapter was that again? That was the one oh that's a little bit further down, right?
wait, yeah, it was right when they switched.
Oh, it's before the baby.
Yeah, when Akko and Mei
Oh,
switched.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was chapter.
His name, chapter 23.
Oh yeah.
And so in the original, is it named something else? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I think they basically either it changed for this chapter because they were changing it in.
That's kind of the vibe I got, is that they
of-
changed it for this
yeah.
chapter from back. Let's see, I'm going back right now.
All the way. Let's
23.
So all of
The
that
art is so
23.
different.
4 years ago.
Oh no, yeah, it's called his name here as well. So I guess maybe they're saying they should have.
Sorry, look at it. I'm
Meth's
reading the
name.
Meth's name. God, I love that. I remember.
Am I gonna get?
remember.
Oh, good.
I remember loving that. Meth's name.
What's funny is this is
excuse me.
This is the first chapter post anime. So when
Yes.
when people finish season 1, it's like, all right, here's the chapter.
Yeah, I
And they're
remember.
like, what?
I was like, I remember writing like, okay, I finished all the season 1 content, getting ready to move on to the unexplored territory, and then I put this like, excuse me.
Yeah, I was ready for them to do meth in this chapter. I thought that was gonna be the activity.
Oh my lord.
Today we're gonna do meth. Kusari's made her own special Walter White meth for us to try. I really appreciate,
actually,
by the way,
like...
in the English dub, she actually makes a Breaking Bad reference. I don't know if that's actually like if that was just like a fucking ad lib by the English dub actress. Do you know about this? Did you watch
probably.
the dub?
No, but I have heard like that. She says like I'm the one who cooks.
She says, "I am the one who knocks after all."
Yeah, something like.
Okay, so moving on. Wowza. Okay, so blah, blah, we got okay. Totes 8.
Tuesday does mention.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Wait. Yeah, he has mentioned that was the original scanlation team. They were the manga decks scanlation team.
Oh, that was pre you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So any weirdness that happens there can't be
attributed,
put on their feet, or their hands, whatever it is.
Tuesday has the moment 100 girlfriends spawned into existence. So did Tuesday.
He was but he came. I'm not even drunk on it.
Yeah, you have no excuse. You haven't started drinking yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Totes 8. Now everything moving forward here is all for Rue, my friend. Rue is like, listen. Rue is one of those friends that like I don't see them emote hardcore. Like they don't scream and go crazy like I do. Rue is like bark awooga for Akko, like more than any other girl in this whole series. So I'm really excited for him to read this one because he's gonna get some content. Okay.
Yeah. Like his zombie Mei Akko is something else.
Genuinely, such a good way to do that. Like, wait, what? And then it's like, no, this isn't Kiss Zombie Akko. It's Kiss Zombie Mei, body swapped into Akko's body, and now Akko is in Mei's body. And that's kind of
only
the
100 girlfriends.
Genuinely. And the absurdity of that is pointed out later when we have a genuinely funny moment from the second maid here, who's like, where do you get off macking on my dear sister turned kissing zombie turned Akko? Like in a weird disconnected way, you're kissing my sister right now, and it pisses me off. It's just her soul's in there somewhere.
Crazy.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off a couple times.
I mean, this is kind of skipping forward, but I mean, it's more based on my part, so maybe I can save it for then. But I mean, it's like I love how that girl is instant loss, like Tsundere edition. Like she was trying to be Tsundere, and then she got hit with the fucking Tsundere erasing chapter beam, and
we're talking about Mei right now. Well, yeah, I can scroll down.
Oh yeah.
Yes. That's interesting. I completely agree. I think that goes to show her deal, right? Because like, I like that it shows how much she really does love Rentaro the second that veil is off. So instantly, she's like, "May I partake?" Of course you can.
Yeah, I mean, like this girl, like she's really winning. Like getting a kiss not only from Rentaro, that gorgeous man, but also her dear sister turned kissing zombie turned Akko. Like, damn. Like if only I could be so lucky.
You're kissing like 3 girls right now and a man.
She's getting the kiss May. She's getting the kiss.
She
May
really is.
and
That's a
Rentaro.
great. I'm glad you pointed that out. I just thought of that right now. It didn't even occur to me because of all of the degrees of separation. But yes, she is kissing. She's kissing her sister right
really
now. The
crazy.
soul is she's kissing her sister's
Yeah, she's kissing
soul
the soul, not her
through
body.
the
but
lips
yeah, this
of a Gyaru low blood pressure Gyaru.
crazy.
Oh my god, that's
Crazy work.
awesome. That's this series, dude. This series is so good. What the fuck? Is this series better than One Piece?
They're too powerful. The author and artist are too powerful to be allowed to live. Like it's
It's fucked up. I can't believe how fucking fun this series is, man. Like, I don't think I've ever come across a series that's this consistently good. I just can't get over it.
I mean, it was so good that when I was reading it in the Japanese raws, I was still laughing like normal. Even when like there were some lines I couldn't parse. I was like, I still the her and the girlfriend's charm is it passes languages. You know. It's like,
Can we compliment Tuesday real quick? By the way, I want you to know Tuesday that Rios already read this in the raws, and
you know, I gave him temptations. My apologies.
Yes, but originally he thought that we were gonna do a live reaction today, and I was like, "Fuck that, no." So I was like, "Okay, do you need more time to read? Do you want to review it later?" And he's like, "No, don't worry. I'm gonna read it because simply to appreciate Tuesday's work." I really like that. It's like you already read it, but he reads it again because he needs to appreciate your work. And I agree. Mm-hmm. As someone who can't read Japanese, I really appreciate your work. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. I also got to thank you also for being in our stream because I got to brag to my friend Dylan that I mentioned earlier. I was showing him this series and I was like, I know the person who translates it.
Yeah, like don't feel bad, but you know, I have a direct line with the scanlation team. You know?
I'm like 2 steps away from the author himself at this point. You know?
Oh my lord.
Oh god, yes. Okay, scrolling back up because we've missed so much content here. Okay, Totes 8, it's Akko time. We turn, it's great, it's all great. And I love so goddamn much about this chapter is that Rentaro, by the way, I do this a lot in my own life where I try to talk about Rios and I'll say Rentaro. Because they're both R names. Oh, literally.
So your R name is Rue. Like we got a bunch of R names here.
Too many. Oh my god, you're right. Red Rue, Rentaro, Rios. Holy. See, this is why, dude. When he changed his name to Rue, I was like, you motherfucker. We had such a good thing here where your names were different enough I could remember them. Ugh. Anyway, because I have a friend who changed his name. This one. Listen, I love him, and this is why I can say it's cringe. Okay, there's a long-standing meme of people who change their names and then they become cringe. My buddy Andy wants to go by. Okay, do you know what skooma is? It's a fictional drug.
Oh, from.
So okay, he shortened it to Skoo. So he wants to be called Skoo, and I love him to death, but that's cringe.
This is why you don't allow people to choose their own names.
Banned. So anyway, all that to say, my 2 best friends who used to be named Andy and Andrew are now Skoo and Rue. It's insane.
Did they coordinate that or was
no,
it
they didn't. Rue's was like a year before, and then recently, like 3-4 months ago, Andy turned to Skoo. I'm like, you pieces of shit. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Moving on to molto. Like, what did Rin say? Molto non morto. Like.
Oh, sorry.
Crazy.
I forgot, dude. I did that thing where I cut myself off again. I love in this chapter how the whole time he's kissing her. And like every once in a while he'll turn his head to like react to something to like Fortnite emote and then he'll go back to kissing. Rios is I did it again. I just said I was gonna say Rios is truly winning here.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Rentaro is winning hardcore in this chapter.
This is just a story of our man winning. Like after losing 100 times before the start of the series, this is his story of winning 100 times.
This is the longest redemption arc ever put to paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Yeah, Akko is May and May is Akko and a kissing zombie. One is also. Oh yeah, she's like singing that too. I like. She's doing like a bard, like Akko is May and May is Akko, a kissing zombie. One is also. And then I guess Rin's kind of down. Rin, I don't know if Rin's supposed to be like complimenting her song or just like mentioning what's happening.
I guess like molto means more, and then morto I think it means like. Well,
That's a
assuming
question
like
for
death or
Tuesday.
something.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
how do you parse this line from Rin? Let us know.
He's basically saying like more non-dead because he's saying like in the Japanese he's saying like zombie swa, which is like the play on her violent swa.
Oh, it's a fucking pun. I do not envy your attempt to make puns that work only in Japanese work in English. I'm so sorry.
Getting the skin to read his work after reading the Roz, it definitely made me appreciate more because I was like seeing how you translate some stuff. I'm like, damn, dude, that's like that's incredible.
Yeah, you're probably reading this like, how the fuck is he gonna translate this? Wow, perplexing, by the way. Okay, so we have it's about time to ascend. Baby fucking
Baby Nemu.
Nemu. I almost said Meru. Baby Nemu is transcendent.
Zooming around.
Genuinely so fucking cute. The little bell, the little what is this, like a sheep outfit? What am I looking at here?
Yeah, what are we looking at?
It's
I guess sheep, because sheep, you can count sheep the sleep.
Oh my god, you're right. I can't wait to show Allie this. She's Allie's interesting because her and I both agree that we never want to have a baby, but she still loves babies. You know, she's like, I'm not shitting one out. But
yeah, some people don't want to have babies.
Yeah.
They want to raise them. Like Hari.
That's the thing. She also doesn't want to raise one. She wants to appreciate them from afar.
Okay, she wants to be like the auntie.
Yes.
Like you raise the kid, but then every like holiday, you know,
She
bring
finds
over
them
it all.
cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
When
and
they're
they
not
are.
pooping and barfing.
Exactly, because
trying
you're
to kill themselves.
You're not
by
seeing the
climbing
pooping and barfing here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm sorry, I cut you off like so much there. We were having a. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they're not trying to like kill themselves every second by like zooming off of a bed or something, or like trying to chomp on like a wire or something.
Like a rat.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. I'm just on. Oh, I love this part. This part. So many moments in this chapter, I actually laughed out loud. Okay, so of course we have Hahari still in her evil final boss form.
Yeah.
And this baby pops out, and she and I did it again. She and Rentaro are over here like.
Yeah, they were reduced to gibberish.
But then the next panel where Nano is like, "It is not healthy to strain yourself," as she's like,
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. So good.
And then we have poor Kishi over here. This like he's
Yes.
girl. He's so jelly. He's looking at them like, I want to be babied like that.
Oh God, dude. I wonder, do they have memories of when they're turned to babies and then turned back? Do they remember what went down? I don't remember.
We haven't gotten any confirmation.
Probably not, right? Because you're a fucking. You probably genuinely are a baby. Because this also confirms, by the way, that she's had this sleep problem since she was an infant. She does this thing, you know. She's been like sleep energetic since she was an infant. Isn't that interesting? That's interesting to me.
Yeah, it's hard to because I mean it's not like we don't know if it's like has their body, I don't know, like
genetic. I'm telling you, the whole fucking family has this.
As it turns out, everything in the story is genetic. It's just some big like it's like what is it like what's that thing called, eugenics?
A motif.
Like, one big eugenics motif.
Yes. No, I mean something fascinating about. We talked about this before, but like I love in writing to like pick apart little themes that you see, because like I think a lot of them are probably subconscious. Like I don't think the writer even thinks about like how often they do a certain thing, you know. Like one that people point out a lot in Naruto is like eye powers, like eyeball stuff. Like Kishimoto loved the eyeball stuff. In Bleach, people pointed out that people constantly got their arms cut off. There's like fucking 30 separate instances of people getting their arms cut off. In this, genuinely, there is so much like, oh hey, this normal character trope, this is like genetically in their blood. Like that is mentioned often. So like you have it with Hikari and Hahari, where Hahari posits that like, no, that's like the women in our family are like genetically horny and love drunk. Genetically. It's a sickness. And then we meet the Tsundere family, and it's genetic. It's a sickness. I'm scared to have a kid
Even
with
the
you.
fucking even the pet cat, right? We had with or dog, whatever, with Suna.
Yes,
Right? It's like
it's in the air. It's in the goddamn walls. They're breathing. There's lead in their paint or something. What else? I'm sure there's more.
Let me pull up my mugshot list of girlfriends. I can look at them to see if we got any other.
But yeah, that comes up a lot.
Oh, well, there's fucking Iku, her family.
Yes.
Isn't she now? It's not her immediate family. Rather, it's like her like second cousins or whatever who have the SCP group of interest. Fucking I can't remember the name.
It's actually I don't actually. I said yes prematurely. I actually don't remember what you're talking about. But I believe you.
We see him every once in a while, where it's like the group goes to some like when Yaku and Saki and Matsuri went to that like relaxation clinic, whatever, and they had like the floor thing was covered in like almost spikes.
That's her distant cousins, the fucking like extreme
the
group.
Serious group, yes.
I didn't realize that was. I must have missed when that was mentioned to be related to her. When the fuck was that said?
I think when they were first introduced way back. I think the first time was with when they had that like a spa day or whatever, and like there was so much water shooting out everywhere that everyone was getting like separated from each other. They had this whole chapter just getting back together.
Wasn't there
that was also that was also we had big booby car day.
Although I clap like a seal and go but that we let's be real, that does remove some of her charm. Okay, it's nice, but Karane wouldn't be Karane if she wasn't like a fucking like bony chicken.
Like a concave chest, like that wouldn't be like bring back real Karane. Like
exactly. I don't remember what went down to that. I do remember that she didn't want to get out, and they had to like coax her out.
Haku had to slap her in the titty. Like,
will that be animated in season 2? Please tell me that's animated.
Maybe.
What chapter is that? Tuesday. Oh my god. All right, chat time. It's chat time. Tuesday, if in the next 2 minutes, if you can tell me what chapter. Only if you know. Don't fucking put yourself out or anything. By the way, for those just joining us, we're doing our live review of chapter 200 first, and then afterwards we're getting to the gift giving, because Tuesday fucking dropped that chapter like literally, I'm not even kidding you, Tuesday. We were like talking about like, all right, we're doing a stream tomorrow, and then like you dropped it like as we were talking about this stream, and then it was like, okay, I guess we're doing that too.
Like, oh no, now we have to review another chapter of Hunter Girlfriend. However, are we going to survive?
Our workload continues to pile up. I'm so tired. Okay, we got someone here excited for more tier lists, and I'm really Shadow Strike. I'm glad you're excited for more tier lists. Yeah, no, you're totally right, obviously. I thought about that too, ARC stuff. The editors and publishing company would never let them fucking just be like, yay, scanlations. Yeah. No, that would be funny though, if they're like about to praise the fan translations, and then that fucking silhouette comes in, it's like, excuse me? I'll fucking kill you in real life. I'll drive to the author's house and fucking assassinate him. Oh, okay, Jesus, sorry. Whew. Okay. Even me as an asexual, I'm chill with sex. I know it's not for me. Yeah. See, like you're not like a prude about it. That's all I ask. Oh, perfect. New season adoption on the final season. Great. The editors and publishing company might object. Yep, you're right. It's his name originally, but we didn't translate it back then. Okay, got it. I'm honestly not sure where the Meth's name bit is coming from. Maybe
I think that was just.
Did someone just add that?
It was hilarious. They just thought it was hilarious. So they put it in there.
Well, it's a reference to your name, right? It's like a fucking movie or an anime. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think they in the Japanese they make a joke to like Kusuri's name, and Kusuri means drug in Japanese. So I think they just put that in there because it was. I think because doesn't Kusuri mention she wants to try meth?
Yes,
in her
that's
original.
Like her first chapter.
There's some sense there.
Yeah. No, yeah.
The original team, they were cooking. But yeah.
Let them cook. Wow. If Tuesday was on we wouldn't have gotten Meth's name. If Tuesday was the things we would have lost.
We would have gotten something even better.
Oh, that's true. The friends we made along the way. AVQ, thank you for being here. Don't worry, you haven't missed the gift section. We are starting with our review of 200. A month. This has really worked out so well. It's like this big Christmas stream. We've been hyping up for 3 months. It's the 200th chapter. It just feels like a party, doesn't it? I like
Yep.
this is great. I love how the authors are as big of fans of their own work as we are. Facts.
They're bigger fans than we are because they're fucking making it. They're like,
These people like yeah, we're just sitting here consuming, but they're producing out of like they're producing with the love of a parent giving birth to their child. Is like
Yeah, I can't remember who said it, but I might have been Alex Hurst about Gravity Falls, but he was like, if you're not a big fan of what you're making, you're doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? You got to be your biggest fan. There are so many series where it feels like the author has no passion. That's so true. Yes, there's so much passion in this. Like I think that's part of what it is. Like I think these two, Nozawa and Nakamura, right? Yes.
Yeah.
They feel like my people, and what I mean by that is like women enjoyers. You know, like
Yes.
I have such a passion for like when I meet someone new, I like get giddy about like the type of person they are. Like when I met Rios, Rios, it's gonna get a little gay. I'm sorry. Are you okay with this?
Oh, am I?
Not
Yeah.
sexual, just like I'm complimenting your personhood. Okay.
Yeah, we're heterosexual life partners. As we've been through this.
When you sent me fucking like multi-paragraphs for one damn chapter and with your detailed ass thoughts, I'm like, damn, this guy's fucking passionate. I genuinely was struck by that. I was like, this guy's fucking awesome. Like, and like to me, that joy right there is the joy of every single time we get a new girl in this series. It's like learning who they are, what makes them tick, their passions, their dreams, their hobbies. I fucking love that shit. This series is genuinely, if you know someone in your life that like has a hard time making friends, this shit can be like the nicotine gum for making friends. Like,
Yeah.
like it'll like help you like learn how to and also fill the void while you don't have friends. It's like
True.
it's like a friend simulator. Go ahead.
Oh
Sorry.
my yeah. I don't have anything to add. Just like true, yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to respond to my compliment of you. I cut you off.
I mean, thank you. I mean, for me that's not natural though. It's not. I mean,
Oh, he's
it
being
doesn't-
fucking. He's humble. He's being humble braggy about it. I'm kidding.
I guess yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to impress you or anything, Red. Okay.
You baka.
Okay. Refreshing. Mai needs a chapter with May where May tells her you don't need to be obsessed with me, and actually her obsession with May hurts Mai. Yeah, that might be like end game character stuff for them. I could see that in like the 90 to 100 range where she's finally
That would
like
break her fucking like. She have a whole arc where she's like, it's like this, it's like the Tsundere lost, but it's Big Sis lost or something. I don't know. Like she has to fill the void in her heart where May used to be. Like
Yeah, I mean that's the challenge of this type of series. Like this author has to walk the tightrope of like making sure these characters feel like they're progressing and developing without developing them so far that they cease to be the character that they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love how I mean, it's such a long ass series that they can literally grow at an organic rate. You know, at a similar rate to real life people. Like, you know, we're talking about how Rentaro has become someone who can kiss his girlfriend, just like tactically kiss his girlfriend for like a whole chapter. In the beginning of the series, he wouldn't do that. He'd be like, no, that's too sexual or whatever.
He'd be mad at himself for. I remember like
Yes.
I was just reading recently the chapter where Hikari locks herself in like a fucking. At first I thought
Like
it was a freezer, but no, it was like a supply closet, and then they fucking like pumped the AC into it or something. But like
even.
yeah, even more convoluted. But like Hikari, you know, she does the like literally she like begs him, pleads him with him, please just grope my titty and kiss me. I need this, and he's like can't do it, and then he like takes like a drug to like sever his fucking like frontal lobe.
Yeah.
And it's like oh my god, but like
Reversible lobotomy. But yeah.
oh yo, that's kind of fire actually. when it's
I
a little too much for one day, just do like a temporary lobotomy. I like that. I don't actually. That'd be terribly abused. But point being, in that chapter he couldn't do it. I wonder if we're getting to a point where maybe he could. It almost feels like we are, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, that's I mean, it's just another thing. That's another thing to love about a series because you can legitimately look forward to like the characters are going to develop. Like they're not gonna stay the way they are now. Like there may be a point where our boy Rentaro is Momiji style groping. He's just sitting there like on the couch, one arm around like Yamame's shoulders, casually groping.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the future of this story. I mean, and like you mentioned that like because it's so long and there's so many characters, they can grow at like a natural rate. That's the same reason I like One Piece. Like in One Piece, one of the reasons that the Straw Hats and their connections feel so real is because it's you feel like you've been there for literally every step of the way. There's no moment where they skip like a bunch of years and then the narrator is like, and then they became really close friends. Just trust me on this one. Like you see every moment of them bonding and meeting and growing, and this is like One Piece for cheesy romance and ecchi, and it's like it's everything I've ever wanted. Okay, moving on. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tuesday. We appreciate you. It's actually so awesome that I can directly tell you how fucking awesome you are. If Dr. Stone wasn't so close to me in personal attachment, 100 Girlfriends is your second favorite, right? Fuck yeah. We started out with Molto Zombie, but then I noticed Undead in Italian is Non Morto. Oh, very good. See, this is some big brain shit. Gigantic galaxy brain. You're like, oh wait, that's a better pun. I love it. Unfortunately, I'm too stupid to understand the pun. Tuesday, did you translate the infamous double page Hunter x Hunter? Oh yeah, no, they I believe they're like, just for 100 Girlfriends. I don't know how you could have time to translate more than one series.
They're saying that big spread that Rentaro gives when he's like this is what I love about there were 9 girlfriends here, I think, because I remember recognizing there's a pattern. It repeated every 9 girlfriends, but anyway, I think that was after, or that was before his team started translating, but
that's an important thing to point out, Luke. These are fan scanlations. This is not like a thing they get paid for at all. Like if they did, they would be extra illegal, so they really can't be paid for it. That's the thing. Like that's kind of their only argument if they try to like cease and desist them, is like, well, we're not getting paid. Chapter 77, no chance for season 2. Fuck. Okay, season 3.
Season 3 then? Yeah.
Gigantic titty Karane in action. Mostly I just want to see the tit slap. I'm going to need that as a gift that I can send to people.
Crazy.
kind of privileged of Hikari to be able to like give it up, girl. It's like you were born with them. You don't let's see. Both authors know when to take a break. Yeah, I'm glad they take breaks. You realize after we get the 100th girlfriend, we might get... Yeah, we've talked about this. The series should go a little longer after 100 girlfriends so that we can see them live out their lives and their married lives. And yeah, absolutely. I want this series to go until they all fucking die on the same day. You know what I mean? Like none of these girls can be alive a second longer than the others. It's all gotta be. This is the perfect relationship. They're all gonna die peacefully in their sleep when they're like 97.
Well, remember, Kusuri's kind of.
Yes.
He's gonna complete that fucking immortality drug, and they're not gonna be fucking 8 years. They're gonna be 8-year-old, 8-month-old.
No, I don't want that to happen. Can we
not like that? Not like that.
Not like this. Can we lock them in all at their ages that they are, and then for the ones that are under 18, they let them get to 18, then lock them in there, please. No, I mean, I could see this series ending with them fucking like all holding hands in space as the fucking like universe is the heat death of the universe. And then
like fucking Fire Punch or something.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
I'm ready. Okay, it literally will, Luke. Well, maybe not volume 100, but at least 80 or 90.
I would love a fucking like. Can you imagine like the celebration they're gonna have on volume 100? That would be,
if we get
that'd be
there.
out of this world.
That'd be 1,000
if we got
chapters.
there.
Yeah, that because the calculation.
So I can see it.
800 something. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only based on current trends. Because remember, in the beginning, we would get like a new girlfriend every couple of chapters. But then now it's like every 10 or so chapters.
I don't know if I can handle it if they start making the girlfriends. What if every 20
like
chapters?
1 a year?
Oh no, God. I can't. It has to be every 10 chapters. No, you can't make it longer than that.
Oh Lord.
All right, back to the chapter. God bless all of you. I just got a new chat as I was leaving. Lock them to age 20. That's true. Whatever age everyone's the most comfortable with, they can just choose. Except for Kusuri, who wants to be 8. We fucking say no, and we make her go back to being 18. We can get you, bitch! Because she was like, oh, I like this form better because my vision isn't shitty. It's like, you are literally a deity with the shit you make. Just make a LASIK drug. And
Yeah, makes your eyes real good drug. Like
It makes your eyes all sparkly warkly drug. All right.
it gives you like one vision. Like
I have-
2020 is not good enough to get one vision.
I can. She takes it, and it's just like her pupils are huge, and she's like, "I can see the molecules on your face,
Yeah.
and it's scaring me. This is too good." Okay, so moving the hell on.
Yes, where
Sensitive
are
to
we?
cuteness, Hikari,
Yeah.
which isn't that different from normal Hikari. It just kind of makes her a little more like her mom, basically.
Yeah. She's rather than sex obsessed, she's cute obsessed, I guess. Or rather than horny, she's like, you know, what's the adjective for being cute? The feeling of cuteness. I don't know.
Oh, is that a thing? Alexa,
Probably. But
give me an adjective for. Wait, it wouldn't be
Feeling
an adjective,
cute.
would it? Would it be?
like I don't know. Like,
Would it be like an adverb?
According to an
Alexa, stop!
contributor,
Yeah.
some synonyms
Alexa.
make up-
Stop.
no. As a writer who has to search, who sometimes goes on very long searches for words. I just when I know that we're probably not going to be able to find
Fuck it. I'm
in a
going with
reasonable
you.
amount of time.
Yeah. I really
Even if
like
it does
Karne
exist.
fucking busting up at this.
Yeah.
It's like this is very actually this is kind of out of character for not in a bad way. But I feel like we don't often see Karne like genuinely busting a gut here, and it's because it's her her homosexual
Her
life
love
partner.
rival. yeah, not heterosexual, homosexual.
Oh, I love them. I mean, think about it. It was like 2 days ago that they were making out for 30 minutes in the movie theater. You know, these two are pretty
Yeah.
close. Okay, we have. Oh God, the art
Yeah.
style thing.
Yes, fucking like,
Nightmare.
and not to mention the return of my beloved, the squirrel. Like,
Ooh, I don't like
I
it.
love,
It's cursed.
I love her. She's here. She's real here. Like this. Nah, I live type ass.
Yeah, the last time I'm trying to remember when the last time we saw them was. I remember the photos. The photo shoot is the best squirrel
Yeah.
moment where she was like failing horrendously at being sexy, and then the squirrel's like, ugh.
Like the girl fell on the ground. Like stands up, like hands like they're fucking being arrested by the police, and then like one panel later, he's like just striking pose after pose, and Maze is over here snapping shots. Like, yeah, you go squirrel, you work the camera.
The squirrel is the 79th girlfriend. Locking it in now.
Specifically 7-9. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm actually locking that back out because I don't want Rentro to fuck animals.
No, it's gonna drink Kusuri's drug, and it's to become a human, like a squirrel themed girl.
Yo, wait a minute. You're cooking right now. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So this is when it's
Yeah, then
revealed.
we see.
Real quick. I just love that again because you know at this point they've been off screen for a while. It's been a bit since we've seen Rentaro here, and well, that's actually not true. I guess he's reacting to shit. No. I'm
Yeah.
talking about Rentaro specifically. So yeah, we've seen him reacting to shit, but it is revealed that like he still is kissing her consistently. He's just moving his head to react to things.
Yeah.
And I just really like that. Basically, he's got to keep her at bay this entire game. And I really like that.
And then we
got the
get
three-way kiss from
Tsundere.
chapter 2. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, sorry.
Yeah, Tsundere Yaku. Well, don't mind if I do.
Oh,
but, like,
you like that? You like that?
I mean, a little. I mean, he's that of hers was, very cute.
Yeah,
From-
it gives me like because yeah, they talk about how it's like more like a bratty old lady or a sulky old lady. It kind of reminds me of, I think the only, because I was thinking like what character types are this like an old lady who's kind of snooty.
Yeah.
And I guess it would be like a fucking random like witch you find in a bog in like a D&D
Yeah.
game. Like because that's what it reminds me of like
Like
Annie.
fucking Turbo Granny from
Yes.
from the fucking anime of the year, Dandadan over here.
I told you. I tried to get you on Dandadan like a year ago and you didn't believe me.
Well, I mean, it's just because I was busy, I had things. It's similar to 100 Girlfriends. I came across it years ago and read like the first 3 chapters. And this is good, but I'm busy right now, so I'll.
Rios
I'll
was
put it
busy
back
writing
burner.
like 2-page
Yeah.
soliloquies on every single 100 Girlfriends.
No, I was busy writing like Date Life fucking fanfic.
yes.
I was like, oh, this is decent because it's similar because it was too comedic for because I was like the story I'm writing is it's more dramatic and Kanojo Mo Kanojo was a little closer to what I was going for, so I read that one instead and let.
Got it. Anyway, 8. Oh God, it's time. It's Sue time.
Yeah, I loved it. He's so whimsical. I mean, look how he's
That
throwing
is
this shit
cute.
down, skipping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but I love like Sue got her deepest desire. You know, she
To
became
roll a
number,
block with a
a
number.
statistic, a number kin. Like
When you say you become a statistic, it's usually when you're you've been like you've you've gotten like killed in some gruesome way. Or, oh my god.
it's the opposite. He's ascended to a higher plane.
Yeah, this is something. All right, this is one of those panels that you could just share with someone and be like, check out this manga I'm reading.
I love the idea here that the way she's been acting since she came here, that's what she considers being a good girl. Like because you say that you're like, I'm so glad I was a good girl every single day. That's why, like, you think this is why she.
That's
got
interesting.
this.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like,
I wanted to let you finish. I was just making a comment. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I was basically finished. Like that's what she considers being a good girl. I mean, I guess I don't want to know what her bad girl would be because that'd be something else. Like,
Yeah, I didn't get that interesting because like when she said I've been a good girl every day, I assumed because then Saki's like, how do you figure? I assumed she was saying like my whole life I've been a good girl, but she's like even though she's been like a bitch in like multiple moments.
Yes.
So I guess like maybe she really is just like the second I got in here. I probably the second she saw that people were like getting transformed into things, she was like, okay, I need to make sure karma's on my side here. I'm gonna start skipping whimsically.
and then as soon as she's like I love that. He's like, Akko, look, I'm a kid.
Look, Akko. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because Akko's in the maid.
Yeah.
And she's like, congrats. Well, she says congrats in her way. Grats.
Yeah.
Again. What this series, they're all so supportive, bro. Like she just became a fucking 2, and that is weird objectively. But they're like, you know what, girl? I'm so happy you're happy.
Like how is she gonna like do anything now? Yeah. Can she even sit down anymore? Like eat?
There's not a lot. There's not a lot you can do. I'm surprised she even has a face. You know what would be really funny if it literally just turned her into a 2, and it was just like, Sue. Oh my god.
Oh my. That would be horrifying.
Real 2s can't talk. I mean, something that I find interesting about this is because obviously I feel like if you asked her, she would never. If you were like, "What's your favorite number?" She'd be like, "I can't." Pick.
She said so. Like it's like I can't pick. But I remember I loved it because it was like a reflection of the themes of the story. She was like, yeah, Rentaro was like, well, come, I wouldn't choose. I never chose one girlfriend, so just like you won't choose one number. That's we're gonna get together, and it was like, damn, author, like you really made that really thematically like rich, like just out of nothing. Like right after you had Rentaro pull the goofiest shit imaginable by doing number.
I do remember that chapter got like mega deep at the end as he's still in the fucking like black spandex.
Crazy.
But I do wonder though if this means that, I mean, obviously, she's not gonna pick a favorite number, but it seems like she really wanted. I wonder if she in her head she's like, if I ever got to be a number though, I'm like a 2. Like she's like, what am I? I think I'm a 2. I'm giving 2 energy.
Yeah, no, I think it was just because there's 200 chapter. Like everything was 2. If it had been 300 chapter, she'd be like, I want to be a 3. If it had been 4,
maybe 2 other girls throughout this will turn into 0s, and then they'll lay down and it'll be like 200.
Crazy.
Oh goodness. Okay, so it's time.
That we have
for one of my favorite tropes in anything, going into heat.
Yeah, you need to look into the fanfic trope of going to heat. I mean, there's the alpha.
My
Omega.
Girlfriend is not only a connoisseur in that, but she was deeply into that whole niche. She wrote many fanfics. In fact, yeah, she's the one who got me to or like started to kind of open that up to me, because like anytime we watched a show, she would label each character as an alpha, a beta, or omega. So I'd be like, what Crocodile from One Piece? What is he? And she'd be like, I'm getting omega vibes.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm only aware of that world. It's a little intimidating. I mostly stay in my lane as a fanfic writer. I just kind of do AUs and adaptions. And
I know Allie is high as fuck right now. She took like a big weed gummy, so I don't know if she's in the mind space to come over here and explain ABO to us. But we'll see how she's doing later in the stream. She just wanted to fucking get zooted out while I did this.
Christmas Eve zooting out.
Yeah, she's a freak like that. The second I saw that it was the otter meat, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
We get horny. She's down there fucking meowing.
Oh.
She's rubbing her pussy on the carpet like cats do.
Poor Tom, being in heat with no way to relieve it, that must be torture. So, in the spirit of the holidays, I'll begrudgingly offer my services as charity. Like, step aside, Rentaro. You gotta keep kissing Aquame.
Rentaro would kill you. You wouldn't be able to escape his. The second you enter
suicide by Rentaro.
Yeah, you begin like you get like a fucking inch in there, and he's over there with a machete cutting your head off. Anyway, I
love how Yamame still showed you a
nightmare. Like, I hate it. It's so creepy. You could do like a good analog horror in that style, I think.
They really, the old style shoujo authors, they really should have gone in a Junji Ito-esque horror. They would. I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if Junji Ito came out one day. He was like, "Yeah, I got inspiration from reading, shoujo."
Sailor Moon gave me nightmares as a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking, I like that. There's like infinitely spawning flowers behind her as well. But yeah, no. We really moved on too quick from Tama being in heat, I think. No, I guess we didn't. There's nothing else to say. I just want to keep thinking about it. All right, come on, Rentaro. You gotta. The kiss is not gonna sate that. Okay, you gotta. I remember be a good boyfriend.
When my cat got in heat before we spayed her, apparently the way to treat that is by rubbing their crotch. I guess
nope.
I guess it makes sense. Wait, what? Yeah,
I said nope. I'm not doing that. Are you insane, Shane Dawson?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it calmed her down, so it was like
it calmed her down because you were fucking giving her a clit orgasm.
I know.
Listen, I'm not judging you. If that's what the vet told you to do, that's whatever. But I
remember one time my dad saw my brother and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" It's like, well, that's what you're supposed to do for the cat,
My ass is never getting a female cat.
We spayed her though. So once we spayed her, it was fine. So you just gotta spay and neuter Tama, and it'll be all good.
Tama is unspayed. She will never be spayed. Tama wants to have a litter of kittens with Rentaro. Methinks he's.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably what they said during that marriage arc from way back from a few months ago.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, keep in mind too, from her perspective, she hates working. She has like a part-time. She probably works like 10 hours a week right now. But I think in her head, she's like, if I have a kid, if I had many kids, I have an excuse I can become a stay-at-home mom, and that's
do full-time work?
No. I think in her head, she's thinking she ain't gonna do shit.
Her head.
She's thinking she's gonna lay down and be a cat, and like they'll come up and like suck the milk out of her titties every once in a while or something.
Yeah, she's gonna be in for rude awakening. That.
Well, I think it's gonna be interesting. Like, will she raise her children as kittens? Like, you know how like those stories where it's like this kid got raised by the gorillas and the fucking are her kids gonna be raised like kittens? Or are they going to be acclimated into society? Because their father's going to be wanting them to like be humans and be able to like integrate into society, and their mother's
it's going to be dual culture. It's like how when people are like we have immigrants as immigrant parents. They're gonna know Cantonese and Japanese.
Bro, they're at school and they're like, like they make some friends at school and they're like, okay, but my mom's really weird. Okay, like it's a different culture. Don't judge her. Okay, when we go and hang out, we just gotta walk past her to play Smash Brothers, and she's down there like fucking batting a fucking like thing of yarn, and she's like, "Hi, honey, did you have a good day at school?" I mean, yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, mom." Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
That's see, like this series could go forever. If they want to be crazy, I gotta see their children. I have to see every single child that they have.
100 children who really, 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 really love their parents. That's something like that.
Because imagine being the child of like the result of 100-person polycule. That's gonna be so interesting.
Right. I mean, it'd just be a village at that point. Like, it'd just be like being in a village.
And it's funny you say the village thing, because I've watched a bunch of videos on like what's changed in our culture and why it's like harder to raise kids now, and it's because they used to say it takes a village, right?
We used to have multi-generational households, and that was the norm. It still is the norm in most of the world. It's just mostly first world Western.
America has found a way to just systematically ruin the human experience as best as
I still think that this is like I'm not a conspiracy type person, but I do think that like the push to like the after World War II, like the push to like what's the word?
Yeah,
Like
I don't know where you're going
popular
with this.
the push to popularize the like nuclear home, whatever. That was just so they could sell houses and shit. And, like,
Absolutely, yeah. So many like
yeah.
moments, so many like directions our society has gone has been because money. You know, a lot of holidays exist because they wanted to sell more cards.
Because that nuclear home shit, nuclear family shit, was like as much as people want to call it traditional, or whatever. It is
Yeah,
a
it's
very,
like 1950s and beyond, basically.
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't until we, all the huge home development after the post-war period, something like that was even feasible. Because I mean, before that, people were mostly living in like multi-unit housing. But
People were living
that's
in molto violencia.
well, yeah, I guess because of the war, but
Yeah. But fucking Rin gets drafted for World War II, goes back in time.
God.
He's like, "Oh, I'm conflicted. This is really cool, but I don't want to die."
I mean, we've seen that she likes violence enough that she fantasizes about herself getting hurt. So maybe she would be like, "Oh my god, my arm got blown off by a mine." So it's like, this is amazing.
That would be really interesting because like you're bringing me back to that Black Mirror episode where the guy gets addicted to pain, and he's like, there's a line there like, I'm this like sexually and like spiritually excites me, but I will die if I go too far. Like there's is it? I think it is. It's when Kurolo fights Hisoka in the Hunter x Hunter manga. He fucking loves fighting strong people, getting fucked up, fucking them up, and there's a part where he's just. Oh no! I'm either thinking I do this a lot. I'm either thinking of Kenpachi or Hisoka. But one of them at some point in one of their fights is like fighting, and they get so fucked up that they're like, oh, I better like lock in here. I might actually die. Like, that's kind of yeah. That's what that reminds me of. So we have Momoji becoming small and truly blessed.
Yeah.
I mean,
the first as soon as it happens, she's like, "I know what I must do."
She's like, "I don't."
Swan dives.
And I really like that this happened in a moment where Hahari is like has reverted to like her attempting to be like a normal human mother.
Yes,
She's
responsible mother.
Yes, and again, here we are at the moment where insane how far we've come. We talked about this a couple chapters ago where it was like, when was the moment where Hikari kind of accepted her mother being part of the polycule? There was a point where Hikari was like kind of weirded out by that. But like the fascinating thing about this series, and this is someone could do a study on the effects of polycule living. Like they have gone so deep into the degeneracy deep end. Like, think this isn't even weird to Hikari anymore. I actually fucking love this panel because Hikari doesn't even think twice about here comes my G cup tits, and then like right up against her mother's H cup or whatever the fuck they are, and it's so funny to like see someone who's been scaled back to like chapter 30 be like, daughter, what the fuck are you doing?
While in her head she's like, please. She specifically chose my chance daughter.
Yeah, in her head she's like, this is actually the relationship I wanted to have with my daughter from day one, but like finally it's happening.
And I must say, God, I miss her old outfit. I mean, look at you can see the butt cleavage. The butt cleavage is insane.
Oh shit! I fucking did. The tits were so noticeable. I missed the butt cleavage. Yeah. Wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy. You could fit a whole tongue down there.
True.
You could fit so many tongues in this. Slaps ass. Fucking the land of milk and booby is amazing. By the way, popped off.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something and I may have forgot. Oh, okay. I remember. So you know how like some parents get like really excited for like the day, like fathers, like a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm really excited for when I can have my first beer with my son, like when he turns 21, or a lot of times they'll do it earlier, they'll do it when they're like 16 or some shit. But for Hahari, it's like, I can't wait for my daughter to be legal so we can together. It's not like literally fuck, but like so they can talk about sex and like dirty shit, and like I love that. It's weirdly wholesome in my opinion.
Yeah.
Again,
I
as long as the line is that they don't fuck.
Momoha's already doing that shit with Hikari, so Hikari has no excuse. So, like,
that's true.
I remember Momoha and them are like exchanging porn that they're writing, like fanfic shit that they're writing.
I think that's awesome. That every girl needs a friend like that. Every boy needs a friend like that too, by the way. Send me your fanfic.
Even the NBs, they think they need a friend like that as well.
Yeah, it's true. Ryo, send me your fanfic, and I'll tell you like the exact moment that I nutted.
I mean, yeah, since I really write porn, so I mean, you would do if you so desire. You
And that's
really
like,
could
you know
nut
how
it.
like in some cultures it's like a compliment if you belch after the meal. I'll be like,
You know what?
a good nut, sir.
Like there actually is a thing in the fanfic community where it's called wank and tell, where it's like if you did jerk off to it, please let me know in the comments, kind of thing.
Yeah! That's awesome. On Rule 34, there's a button you can push that says if you nutted to a certain piece of art.
Oh my.
So yeah. All right. Moving on. Oh, I love this. I feel like personally thanked by the author here, where they're like, our readers, our comrades, forged in the fire of reading 200 chapters.
I mean, really, at this point, yeah, we've been forged, yeah.
Yeah, and fuck you, Kurumi, coming out here being like, they should get out of the fire. No, you don't have the faith. The faith is not with you. She must be hangry right now.
Yeah, probably. We'll excuse it that way.
There's no food in here. She's probably fucking freaking out.
Yeah, next chapter, I'm sure she'll have something to eat.
I'm really excited.
Because this is apparently a two-parter.
It makes sense. They got to get all the way through. I mean, this is a great concept. They shouldn't waste it. Or they should not waste it. They shouldn't rush through it. It's like a really good concept. I wouldn't mind if this was a 5-parter and they went through like literally every girl had something to do, and I'm loving it, honestly.
I mean, can you imagine if chapter 300 is a 3-parter and then 400 is a 4-parter and like so on and so forth?
1000 is a 10-parter.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the wedding. The wedding will be chapter 1000, and it'll be 10 whole chapters.
Calling it now. Calling it now. Place your bets, people.
Each chapter, we get the wedding of 10 girls.
I mean, yeah, it'd be really easy at that point.
Absolutely. Also, and I'm zooming in on horny Tama on the bottom, getting her tit groped by mini
Catatonic.
Catatonic? Oh,
Yeah. I wasn't even trying. I'm so glad I only have to try.
That's so, dude. I mean, I really hope more happens with this. Okay, I need Mini Momoji to crawl somewhere else, and just like you said. How do you deal with this issue? You gotta rub them on the crotch. So I really hope that someone rubs Tama on the crotch and helps her solve this problem.
You gotta see more of Yamame terrifying Red.
Yeah, please. I don't like it.
Like, she's still a living thing, Red. Like, come on now.
Oh, she is, but she looks like some kind of horrifying weeping angel mannequin doll.
I do love, like, basically tsundere Hari. Like, he's basically a tsundere right now.
I'm really enjoying... Hahari's one of my favorite changes that happened in this. I'm really excited, because I think we're basically going to see her arc again in like, quick. We're going to see her slowly coming around to it. All this horny shit is going to be happening around her, and she's going to be like, you know what, fuck it. Someone suck my titties right now.
Yeah, she'll literally rip him out.
Oh, rip them out. I say that sometimes.
Like,
I said something to Allie. I was like, I don't know. I think she had took a shower and she was in a towel, and I was like, "What are you waiting for? Whip out that pussy, girl." And she was like, "I don't like you saying whip it out. It makes me think it like prolapsed or something."
Yeah, you grab her with the towel and like spin her out like a
yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that next time. I'll be like, "This is from Rios."
from.
All right. Lord. So I guess any final thoughts for this review section before we move on to the stream at hand?
Yeah, I mean, we managed to make it almost 2 hours. You know, 2 for 2.
For 2.
That does not mean we're gonna make
chapter 300 only 3 hours.
No. Oh my god.
10-hour live stream review in 2045 for chapter 1000.
Oh my god.
We'll upload the review straight to your consciousness.
Yeah, but by then fucking Elon Musk will have finally perfected his neural link, and he will
killing monkeys.
Yeah, he will have switched to killing people by this point, because they've done away with the ethics department of the United States.
Now that he's like intern president, basically.
The fucking shadow
Lord, yeah.
with First Lady Donald Trump or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't catching me putting any shit in my brain. Fucking stay the fuck away from me with that shit. Okay, so I guess we'll just read the chat and then wrap this review up. I guess for the VOD,
we'll give it a present. Yeah, we'll give it a present to you viewers. You know.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about the present now for the because it's, so this because in the VOD. So Rios did his extra shit that he does, and I respect.
Yeah, I read a comment. Yeah, I read a comment. Someone was like, because this is the comment that's come up several times. Where people were like, "Man, I wish I could have seen your guys' commentary before you started."
Yeah, I wish you
recording
guys were reviewing shit when like Akko showed up. I wish you guys were reviewing shit for the hair apocalypse. Yeah, which is super flattering, by the way. So, thank you guys.
And as I've also mentioned, when I was catching up with the series with Red, I was doing like Discord correspondences where I was giving my reaction to each of the things, and Red was discussing back with me. And
unfortunately, a lot of mine were voice memos. I guess I should have typed.
Luckily, I was able to put together a script to download all your voice memos.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
You're insane.
It was like a 4-day project. Like the first day was pretty easy because I just found a GitHub thing that would download all the messages from Discord for you. So I had them all in like an HTML format. And so luckily I had still saved all my screenshots, the things. So all I had to do was just go in and like use like a find all search thing to like replace all the file paths they were pointing to, instead of pointing to URLs or pointing to files. And then, but then after that, I had to figure out how to get your voice thingies because they weren't. Dude, I mean, obviously, I had saved those.
Do you know how fucking Shizuka felt after Rios did the fucking like? I'm not even kidding you. This is really cool. Like, you're pretty fucking cool, Mr. Rios.
I mean, I'm not a computer scientist for nothing. I mean, I didn't spend fucking 7 years getting my 4-year bachelor for nothing.
For this is what you did it for.
Everything was for this.
Yeah, I would hope this is a 3-part chapter, Mr. Bin Red Bin. I will read the rest of the chat in just a second. But yeah,
that would break the 2 motif going on here.
That's true.
But but I figured, if they want to get all the girlfriends, they probably would have to do 3. I don't think we didn't do half of them this chapter.
Yeah,
right?
I think it should be 3-part. But anyway, for the VOD here, yes. So basically, and I'll have Rios link it in the when I upload this, but so I'll have it be the pinned comment or whatever.
Yeah, but Google. I put it all in a big Google Drive, like a 1 gigabyte Google Drive, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to. Because you need the images and the video messages are all individual files that the HTML is like linked to, so you have to download all of that if you want to get the full experience.
God, I hope I didn't say any like fucking like private shit.
I mean, I've been looking. Well, yeah, that's why I asked you to look through it to make sure there's.
Okay. Well, I will look through it before we upload this VOD and put the link out. I will.
I mean, because I was also looking through to check everything was good, because some files weren't part of, like, sometimes there'd be files that didn't show up because they weren't part of the whatever. So I had to manually put them in there. And I did check most of the text. So
yeah, I can't imagine things I would have shared with you that I don't share here as well. I just talked about that dude jerking me off. So, but So I mean, if you are ultimate fucking Red and Rios 100 Girlfriends fans, and you really want to read through our fucking Discord messages, have at it. And I guess we'll do this for the VOD real quick. And if you want to play Mario Party with us, subscribe, and maybe we'll do that one day. The new one is online now, right? Like, you can play online.
Yeah, so make some 100 Girlfriends themed Mario thing.
100 Girlfriends Mario mod.
Yeah.
If you make a 100 Girlfriends Monopoly board, I want to play it with you.
Yeah, and I probably can't do it because I don't know enough about that type of programming to do it. So you guys are gonna have to do it.
Yeah. All right, tweet at me if you make just a mock-up of a 100 Girlfriends Monopoly board, please. Thank you. Okay, and that's the VOD. Now we're on stream mode. Okay, guys, are we ready? I'll read these chats here, and then we can get on to fucking Christmas time. Okay. Realize that blah 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 blah. Our day is pretty good. Tiller News. I hope your day is good too. Civil War over tea versus coffee. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Who's a tea drinker? Who's a coffee drinker in the 100 Girlfriends?
Have we even seen someone drinking coffee? Because I know, like, Hatori drinks tea. Because I remember that insane scene where that was when Chiyo.
You know who feels like a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that was when Chiyo had forbade everyone from kissing, and May was so out of it that she poured the thing, and she's about to fucking kill herself. And Hatori was like, "Please live. You're beautiful." And
I'm so excited to read all this so I can remember everything. I think Momoha would be a coffee drinker. Like to like get over a fucking hangover. I feel like she would. Yeah. Time needs to pass in the series. I would like time to pass in the series as
Yes.
well. My hope is that it's just going to pass really slowly in accordance to how long the series is going to go. So maybe like once we get to like girlfriend 33, where it's exactly a third of the way, all of a sudden it'll be like how fast night comes in an old N64 video
Yeah.
game. It's just gonna be like,
Oh my
"Boom!"
God.
And it's like winter now.
Yeah. This is what I mentioned before. Like one of what I would consider like one of the only missed opportunities of this series. Like they really could have made like like 33 girlfriends per year, because but Japanese high school is like 3 years, and they could have had so many different little time-based
Yeah.
events pop up, and you might say like, oh well, they have to change outfits for the season, but no
Noah
Nozawa would
loves that
love
shit.
to.
Yeah.
It's like a missed opportunity, but
I agree.
too late. Yeah.
Well, I'm still hoping for we hit 33 and the time just changes like instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's winter. Oh my
And
god.
then poor Science Gaming Podcast really will be like, he'll be like, God,
I give up.
throw his hands up, like I give up. Like there is no rhyme or reason. Nakamura cannot be held to, like, he cannot be controlled by the bounds of like patterns and logic and
That's true.
whatever.
I agree. Arc to stuff. What did happen to the rooftop cat from the early chapters?
Yeah. I mean, I guess
I've been
maybe
thinking about that.
I was like, maybe became Talmars.
This is
Something like
I
that.
need Slice of Life Gaming podcast to do this. I want to know the last time that cat showed up.
I mean, definitely last time we saw her in the anime, we saw it in the anime, because we don't know it's sex, whatever. But it was like, I think it was like right before Shizuka showed up. I'm pretty sure, right? Or
Yeah,
Right
I feel
after,
like
like-
it must have showed up more in the manga, right? I
yeah,
assume
yeah,
so.
maybe.
We'll see. Numbers don't need food. All is good in the world. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Once Tama
Numbers
has
are
her
eternal.
litter of kittens with Rentaro, she will get herself spayed to spare herself from being with it. That's-
okay.
Wow, Jesus. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
That seems a little intense. I feel like she's gonna be a natural cat. Like she's a kitty that lives in the wild. She's
She's an outdoor cat.
she definitely wants to be domesticated.
Yeah, pampered.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
she's the quintessential indoor cat.
Maybe that will be a big character arc for her. Like, fuck, I want to be a true cat, but I don't want to. I'm scared to get spayed. What do I do? And Rouse
My
is like,
lord.
or Rentero's like, you don't need to get spayed, Tama. It's okay. It's just like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not living. I need to reject my humanity further.
Oh my lord.
Okay, the land of milk and booby, absolutely. Kenpachi in his fight, yes, because he gets cut in the neck like a trillion times, and he's just like, oh fuck, I'm like bleeding out. This was fun, but I'm gonna lose all my blood soon. Hey guys, what's up, Kamataya? Gotta get some sleep now. Check the VOD later. Thank you, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sorry you just saw the review and not the actual promised
Yeah.
thing.